all to take your pen and pencils and take these numbers down so you can contact us at Nature's Touch and be there. At Nature's Touch, we are available on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays between the hours of 7 a.m. Our last appointment is booked at 11:30 and we close promptly 1:30 p.m. I want you all to remember those days, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Do not come days when we are closed. All right? I had to tell a client this morning, we are not open today because people just think you open every day. But remember, we have to take care of our health as well. And as there's an old saying, walk, don't die. You die and live. All right? So we want to preserve our life. We want to be able to function at our optimum level. But the only way we can do this is when we all work together and bring about the best thing in life. The best choice you can make after your Creator is your health. And then when you are healthy, you can extend your life with your loved ones by encouraging them and also having them around with you for a long time to come. So you all had a wonderful festive season of the Christmas holiday. Quite a number of you had your time, sometime, even though the economical status with a lot of people is a bit shaky, but somehow or the other, people always find themselves to enjoy the Christmas. Things you didn't get during the year, person's heart are open towards you. You eat, you drink, you live, you receive. But there's something that you must be mindful of, your health. Taking care of your health, ensuring that you are able to enjoy many, many festive seasons, like the Christmas that has gone by. We are coming again. There's a carnival, there's Easter, there's your birthdays, there's many things. I celebrate my born day, my Earth Strong this month as well, and many of my clients as well. To all the celebrants of birthdays in the month of January, I wish you all the best. Happy Earth Strong. Anyone who is celebrating today, I'm unaware. Happy birthday, happy Earth Strong from Nature's Touch. And the best way to celebrate your birthday is with us at Nature's Touch. Call the numbers. I'm going to give you 2 numbers that you can contact us. First, I'll give you the landline. If you call the landline, Princess is there. She can take your information. That number, our landline, which is our office number, 241-7568. Those of you who need to use the area code, 868-241-7568. And we also have the mobile number, which is the WhatsApp as well. You can call straight and you can also send a message. There are many ways in which you can contact people these days. Now, for the straight number and the WhatsApp message, that number, 398-8282. Again, 398-8282. You can call those numbers, connect with us, and ensure that you and your loved ones are on the way to good and excellent health. Before I get in with the program, I would like also to send out some greetings to some wonderful folks because, you must be thankful. Our Creator taught us to be thankful to people who have been kind to us, persons who had spread the good news of good health. And without you, a lot of people would not have been knowing how they can feel better. And I want to send out greetings first to my dearest client out there in South Our Approach, which I call Mr. and Mr. South Our Approach. They are wonderful people. All my clients are wonderful, but there are some people who especially, wherever they go, they ensure that the good word of good health is spread to everyone they meet out there. And I had the affordability of speaking to a gentleman last Friday morning. He called and he said, Empress, he told me he was calling from Our Approach Way. He said, I have been giving you a number for some time and I lose it. And I have some issues, some health issues that I met Mrs. South Our Approach, and he said, that's a wonderful lady, her and her husband. And she gave me a number to call because I have some issues which she said you can address with Nature's Touch. And when he told me, I said yes. And he was there in living color, the first person last Saturday morning. At around 6:30, 6:45, he was out there to take care of his health. And that's not all. he left happy. And on Tuesday morning, he was there Saturday. So there's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Tuesday morning, I was at Nature's Touch, and I received a call. And I saw it was a gentleman's number. So I said, maybe he's calling to find out how to take his supplements and stuff like that. And he was very enthusiastic on the other line. He said, Empress, I don't know. I don't know. He said, but that supplement that you gave me, those supplements working like that. He said, for the first time in months, I've been able to sleep in my bed without getting up and having to go to the bathroom 4 or 5 times for the night. My prostate health issues. He had other issues, but the prostate is the one that was keeping him up in the night. He said, I'm a taxi driver. He said, and I have to stop very often to pass urine at the side of the road, find a bathroom, park up my car busy and find a restaurant and use it. He said, I just couldn't. He said, and you made my daughter so happy when she saw that I was able to sleep. I feel so good. And he said, I'm going to be bringing my daughter and another relative when I am coming to you further down, a little later on this month. His next appointment is there because he just started, so you can't just give him a way out time. And he's bringing along others with him because he understands the importance of taking care of your health and his health. So thank you, Mr. and Mrs. South Orapooch. Good morning to Mr. and Mrs. Jordan, wonderful clients as well, who always tell persons about Nature's Touch. To all my clients, wherever you are, you have been spreading the good news of good health, every one of you. You know your names. I don't have all the time to call the names, but I want to say thank you for being with us since we started Nature's Touch in 2019 to present. Now, we have been around with our health, you know me before that, but I grew up in health. As I said to them, my grandmother was born in 1900, which is my mother's mother. And since I had known that lady, she taught us about the natural way of healing the body. We don't know about going to other places and having different medication. We know about the herbs of the land for our healing. And even with our hands, we were blessed for healing, for massages and all these things. I'm a trained nurse, so I know the anatomy and the physiology of the human body. So it make it even better. So you just don't stop in a zone and say, my grandmother taught me this. Because even our God said we will be blessed with further knowledge. And I'm happy that I was trained by the Ministry of Health under the supervision of the Nursing Council of Trinidad and Tobago to understand the anatomy and the physiology of the human body, how it works, how it functions, and to bring it home together with the Creator's way. So healing can take place, so we all can live, because our God said in His Word that the time frame for mankind is 70. And if by reason of strength we continue. I would like to say good morning to two wonderful clients out there in Central. More than two, there are other persons who are listening, but I had some clients who visited recently from Chase Village. I want to say a pleasant good morning to him and his wife. That gentleman said to me, he said, Empress, I was driving my truck, and while driving, I turned on the radio and I heard your voice for the first time. And many times clients heard our voice from Nature's Touch and respond right away because the message is exactly what they want to hear. And they never regret coming to Nature's Touch. I want to say good morning to Miss Sugars as well out there in Central Trinidad, wonderful lady, and her daughter and her entire family, and all the folks out there in Central Trinidad, wherever you are, friends, loved ones, family, a pleasant good morning to you all. Those folks in the South, good morning to you wherever you are. Love from Nature's Touch. Those of you in the West, good morning. Pleasant good morning to you as well. In the East, love. In the northern part of Trinidad and Tobago, wherever you are, in the Sister Isle, Tobago, good morning to you all. Good morning to Amira and her mom. Amira went back home to get to school. A pleasant good morning to her. I know she missed us, but the Easter will come around again and she'll be here. So good morning to all the folks out there in Tobago and all the Caribbean islands. Good morning to Mr. Adam. Good morning to the Akis family out there in St. Vincent. And the folks here and out there to everyone. I can't remember all the names. Sometimes when I come up, I say, oh, wow, I was supposed to say hi. Hello to everyone. Thank you all for being part of Nature's Touch, a dynamic program which we see the reward of smiling. Good morning to Mr. Faizabad and his mom who visited yesterday evening at Nature's Touch. God's richest blessings to you all, to everyone, to all of you, to all the folks who will be coming by tomorrow, God's willing. Thank you. This morning I want to speak about digestion. You know, our digestive system. Now, you had a wonderful Christmas holiday. And you ate, you had your cake, you had your ham. There's a call on the line. Let me see who is calling. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Morning. Happy New Year to you.
Hi, Mano. Morning to you. Love, love, love.
Every time I say go and call you, something happen or some whatever the case is.
I know. I will
I
do
want
that.
to say, I wish you the best in everything that you do.
Same to you, Mano. Same to you. And we'll come look for you for sure. Take care.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. I'll wait until that time comes.
All right. We will. Soon.
I love you.
Blessings and love. And also to Mr. Mano, friend out there. Mr. Mano has a friend who he tell the entire world as you hear his voice will always encourage person.
Yeah, well, you go and get all the treatment. All the treatment.
Yes.
I mean, it's not a like off and on, but take time and it will work.
Yes. So thank you, Mano. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. And thanks to Mr. Mano, friend, Mr. Alexander, and his son as well out there in the same area that Mano lives there, who are also clients, and many other persons out there from who comes to Nature's Touch. Thank you all. God's richest blessings to you. So we want to speak a bit about digestion because we eat, we drink, and sometimes we are unaware. People just know about eating. Let me just have a bit of water. Water is life. 72+% of the human body is made up of water, right? So you must be mindful. And a lot of time people don't drink water. I tend to always try to walk with my water in my bag so I can remember to drink because it's very important. A lot of time people think about drinking water only when they feel thirsty. All right, so I want you all to make one a vow, a promise to yourself this year that you will drink more water than you have done in the last year that has passed and gone. All right, I know a lot of persons have challenges, and even when you're free to drink water, you turn and you drink a beverage or something, which is a cultural, practical habit of many people. All right, so I want you all to remember water is important to our health. So we want to understand the function of the digestive system. A lot of time people, we eat, we drink, and we don't understand there is processes that takes place. Okay, so what you have to understand, my people, is we must understand the function of the digestive system. Every one of us has a digestive health. We have a digestive system. And you know, sometimes people don't understand. It is you are what you eat. And sometimes people don't understand when we say things like that. But it's exactly what you put in is that what you will get out. Okay? If you don't put the right nutrition in the body will suffer. And you end up having all sorts of manner of disease and illness. Your immune system and all the other systems of the body, there is 11 systems of the human body, and all the system depends on the digestive system to promote it. Because if you don't have good vitamins and minerals, your bones will fail. If you're not taking the right vitamins, your immune system will fail you. Continuously, you'll have all kinds of diseases. You'll be exposed to all kinds of infections. And then we have other processes in the body system. The circulatory system will suffer. So you see, is what you put in, that's what you will get. So if you continue just to eat and drink, what I want to promote to you all is cleansing of that body system, that digestive health. You ate, you drank, and you had a ball for the Christmas. You paran your body. You went all around by your friends, your loved ones, which is the way we celebrate Christmas in Trinidad and Tobago. We visit, we eat, we drink, and then you stuff the body with everything. And then you expect the body to function. You expect not to be diabetic. You expect not to get hypertension. You expect to have those kidneys working well when you put pressure on the kidney and it cannot filter the blood properly. Your colon is filled with all sorts of debris because you eat and you just, sometimes we don't even chew properly, which is called mastification. You just chew, you eat, you bite and you swallow. And then you don't drink enough water to cause the moisture of the foods to get down into the system properly. And you put pressure on the stomach, and then you have bloating, and your stomach feels frothing, and you say, oh God, I only belching froth and I'm belching sour because your digestive system is messed up. And if there is no digestion, you are not going to be getting proper absorption in the small intestine, and you will suffer. So let us look at the function of the digestive system this morning. The function of the digestive system is to break down foods into nutrients for energy, growth, and cell repair while eliminating a process involving digestion, ingestion, absorption, and elimination. I want to read that again for you to understand. There's a lot of shun. The function of the digestive system is to break down food into nutrients for energy, growth, cell repair, while eliminating waste, a process involving indigestion, digestion, absorption, and elimination. It is a chemical that transports food into smaller molecules like sugars, amino acid, fatty acid, and the bloodstream can absorb and deliver to the cells throughout the body and then excrete the indigestible leftovers, which we call fecal matter. So there's a process that takes place. So don't feel when you eat, and I had to tell a friend of mine, husband, I met them in Port of Spain on Thursday, was it Thursday? Wednesday evening. And he was telling me about his prostate issue. And I said to him, why do you think your prostate is swollen? Well, I'm drinking plenty of water. I said, a lot of you men folk like to say that. I said, there is a process that takes place. You don't drink water and right away to run through you like if you have a bucket or a drum with a hole and it empties out. No. There's a process that takes place which is called digestion and absorption before waste comes out. And I said the reason why you are having that issue is because that your prostate is swollen. So you are not being able to let the urine come out timely. And the amount. So you have to go several times when the urge comes, when it pushes on you know, there's so many things that people don't understand, grown individuals. When the pressure is on the bladder, you feel the urge and you go to the washroom. But you have to be mindful that that is not where you just put in, that's not the soft drink you just drink, that's not the juice you just drank, that's not the water you just drank. Same with the foods. No. There is a process that takes place, which I just read there. So let's look at the four main functions. Ingestion. Taking food into the body through the mouth. You ingested. Ingestion. Putting the food in. Digestion begins in the mouth first thing. We have digestion breaking down food into small molecules through chewing and the enzyme, which is the acid, which is at the chemical breakdown. Okay? Then we have absorption. Nutrients pass from the digestive tract into the blood to be used by the body. And then we have the elimination, removing of the undigested waste as feces, which we call number 2. So you have to be mindful and to understand how the body works. So those of you who are making excuses that as soon as you don't eat, you run to the toilet, that is food that already have been digested, that is there. But because sometimes You have issues in digestion, proper digestion. You have these foods still in waiting. These things still, these waste product in waiting. So you let them out because there's pressure when you put more food in the stomach. But that's not the one that you just put in. Understand? Then we have the mouth, chewing, and the saliva, which begins digestion. So as you put something in your mouth and you begin to chew, it mixes up with the saliva and it starts breaking down, which is the amylase for carbs and all those things. Then we have the esophagus, which is a peristaltic action muscle contraction that pushes food to the stomach. You understand? Right. Now, this action is a wave-like, muscle-like movement that takes place, and it pushes the food to another area for another process to take place. We have the stomach, which churns foods and uses strong acid and enzymes to turn into chyme. We have the small intestine, the main site for nutrients. This is where absorptions of nutrients take place. Breakdown with the help of the liver and the pancreas, the gallbladder, and the absorption into blood via the villi. Then we have the large intestine, which absorbs water and electrolytes, forms stools, and houses beneficial bacteria. The rectum and the anus store and eliminate waste. We have the accessory organs, the liver, which produces bile to digest fats. The gallbladder stores bile. The pancreas produces digestive enzymes. So you know there's a lot of processes that takes place in the human body. So a lot of people, we just live, and I recognize we have a lot of grown individuals. Some people don't even have an idea how their body works, how it functions. You have to be mindful that there's processes. Just as how your vehicle works, is the same way the body has a manual from the creator of life that you can function. So if you have been eating and drinking for years, there are persons who tell me they have never done a cleanse. Imagine having all your garbage piled up in your kitchen for years and years and years, and not removing this waste. Will it not hamper your body functions? Will it not cause your body, your organs not to function at the optimum level? Piling up these wastes is where you have poor blood flow, poor blood circulation. And when the blood cannot circulate through the body, they stay and they become clot. And when they become clot, there is no processes taking place there. And in the end, you will be diagnosed with some form of disease, cancer, diabetes, hypertension, some liver disease, kidney, something you would be, or your body will burst out in ulcers, which is sores, all over your skin, and you will be putting a lot of creams, like a lot of people tell me, and that is not the solution. The solution is removing the waste product from the body that you have accumulated over the years. Imagine your body have to struggle to function, because all you do, you enjoy eating and drinking. Nothing is wrong. We all love to eat and drink, but you have to be mindful that life is a balance. For those of you who might be wondering, could you just call that number? Those numbers to call, but you can book your appointment with us at Nature's Touch. The number, the office number, 241-7568. And the mobile number, which is also has a WhatsApp, 398-8282. Call those numbers and book your space to ensure that you enjoy this 2026. Far too long. Too many years you have kept the body struggling to survive. And it's only by the grace of God you kept alive. Some of you might have had a good foundation when you were small. Your grandmom or your mom would have taught you, like we have been taught at Nature's Touch, how to eliminate the waste from the body. But you know what you do? When you grow and you become your adult, You say, I can't take on that thing. I mean, like what that tastes. But you know, there's a saying, what's sweet in goat mouth, where it sours. Yes. But it is not just that, you know. You suffer meanwhile. You suffer from all manner of lifestyle disease and illness. Things that you could have avoided. But you harden. As the Bible says, stiff-necked. You don't listen. You were able with them people and them bush thing, no? That's what you say. Well, you were able with God. Because your God, your creator, who created you, me, and all living things, said in his word, in the book of Revelation, that the herbs of the land was created for the healing of the nations. Anybody who have an issue with that, take it to your God and pray. I met a lady yesterday morning, very early yesterday morning, on the street. I went out to get some fruits, and I met her at the corner. She's one of those ladies who go around and spread the good news of the gospel to people. A pleasant good morning to her. She told me she would listen to the program this morning. And I was speaking to somebody, and she overheard me. And she said, what are those supplements good for? And I said, this is what I told her, I have a big problem. People who are believers of the word are the least who understand certain things. We only focus on one thing. Life is a balance, people. You can only look at one way and don't look at the other part. If you said you are a believer in the word of God, you believe in all the aspects of the word of God. Not choose what you want and then throw the other one outside. Then you contradicting yourself. And I said, in the word of God states, the Bible, that healing is the children's bread. I said, and God provided everything in nature for our healing. I said, but we do what we want as human. And we pay. And then she said yes to me. She said, what you're saying is so true. She said, I grew up like that. But when I came out here and I live a living, I put away all those things and I live otherwise. And I said, yes, and you're correct. And it's good that you could say that. I said, quite a number of people would not admit those things where we fail. But I said, we the human, most of us. So I want people out there to understand, those of you who do not believe in herbal way of life, well then maybe you don't believe in God. Because that's the creator way. No man produces all those plants, you see. What we could do is we plant it. But we cannot create it. It came from the one and only supreme God, the creator of life. So if you have any problem with those things, take it to your God and pray. He will deal with you and guide you to the right path. But I know that I've seen where we live our life, in the countryside especially, folks who live in the country, the majority of you will know about what I speak about. And since I always remember, see like how school just reopened, just the week before school opened, just after the Christmas gone there, maybe like all the 29th to the 30th, we have been given our colon cleanse to go off to school. Feeling light and nice. We'd have all our ham, My grandmother used to bake the ham, boil the ham on the pitch oil tin, outside in the yard. We had a dirt oven where she used to put all the nice fruit cake and the black cake and the sweet bread and the homemade bread and the pone into that oven with a wet bag over it. And when she pull out that long tray, it's brown, golden, in the yard. We had that pitcher tin with that ham in it. Yes, we eat and we drank, but we cleanse the system. I'm not telling those of you to do those things, But I'm telling you, if you eat and you drink, because sometimes we have no place to plant. Nowadays, people don't have place to plant food like the people long ago. And now you have to buy foods and eat. And a lot of things, we live in a very chemicalized world, where all the foods are filled with chemical. Sometimes you're eating something, you don't even know what you're eating. You're just eating for eating's sake, for belly full. hoping to get some nutrition from it. Even the fruits we buy sometime, you don't even know what you're eating. Only yesterday I was telling that to a lady, I said, you remember when we were children? And when you were approaching a apple stall, the excitement used to build in you when you smell the apple. Now you have the apple eaten and you don't even know what you're eating. We have the grapes, you don't know what you're eating. Because life has changed. The world has changed. But God has not changed. He's the same God. Even though when we have challenging time and we became sad and annoyed, but God is there. And he leave you with the manual for life. And if you follow the instructions of the manual, just as how you follow, none of you will go into, unless you're going crazy, go into the gas station or the fuel station, and your car has to put super or whatever gas you put into it. And you'll go and put diesel or kerosene. You won't do that. Because it'll cost you your vehicle or cost you thousands of dollars to get back that vehicle working again. It's the same way when we put foods that are not well in keeping, in recognition with the human body, it turns against us in the form of disease and illness. And we suffer tremendously before we get well. I'm encouraging you, my dear people, to take care of your health. I'm encouraging you, loved ones out there, don't live a life of unhealthiness because you choose to. Do it. Reverse the way you have been doing things. We are just into the first. Today is the 9th, I believe. Yes, the 9th of January. The year has just begun. We just completed 1 week of the first month of the year. Make that choice. Those of you who have been putting off your health for quite a number of years, make that choice with your health right now. Good morning, Miss Livia George, locked on and listening. Thank you very much for tuning into the street, 919 FM, and to the program, Nature's Touch. As we continue, I want you all to remember your health should be your number one priority. Quite a number of times people will come and they say, Empress, I bring my son, I bring my daughter, I bring my wife, I brought my husband, because I want to see about them. And I have to encourage them to see about themselves too. Yes, I have challenges, but I said, listen to me. If you are not there to take care of that loved one, what will happen? And then they said, yes, it's true. At Nature's Touch, we do parcels, where we say we have couples parcels, we have friends, group packages, where you can come together and get large percentages off to take care of your health. We find a way to ensure that you get the best health care ever. That's why I always say thanks to all the folks, because they recognize what we do and they come. And those of you out there, we extend the same to you. Take care of your health. That's the only way you will be able to function, to enjoy this life that we know. To have time with the grandchildren, to have time with the nieces and the nephews, with the loved ones when we gather together in church, in Thanksgiving, in a christening, in weddings, and we even have funerals sometimes. That's part of life. But do not hasten on the last one. Let us all enjoy the life by taking care of our health. At Nature's Touch, we have the colon cleanse, we have the parasite cleanse, we have the body healer, we have the detox cleanse, we have the eye wash, which is called the eagle eye wash, we have the oral wash for persons who have gum issues. It doesn't matter what you are suffering from. So those of you who are listening, don't just say, Empress, you just see about this. We take care of the human body. As our client said, he said, Empress, you are the body mechanic. Yes, the human body mechanic. So whatever is your issue, you have pain, you have discomfort, you have poor blood circulation, you have pain in the fingers, in the neck, in the head, in the toe, whatever part of the body system, you are having issues with your health, call the numbers 398-8282 or our office number at 241-7568 and ensure that you and your loved ones are on the way to good and excellent health It's 10:46 and counting. I'll be out of here at 10:55. And I want to encourage you to take care of your health. Those of you who have your appointments, do not put it off for all kind of reason. Your health is your first priority. We need to understand this, and this is what has been the issue with quite a number of people. They put the health on the back burner. And then as I had to do this, I'm not recognizing that you, the person, is the health person, is the person who, if your health is not working well, you will not be able to take care of anything in your life. You can yourself say prayers. All you might say is, oh God, but you cannot focus. So I want you to understand and stop putting off your health for all kind of reasons, or unless it's something which everybody could say, no, you really could not come. And those of you who have been given your appointment, keep those appointments, because it is to review you. At Nature's Touch, we have our body analysis machine, which is accurate as today is Friday. It gives us all the information required so we can take care of your health. It doesn't matter what is happening with you. When we place you on that machine, it gives us distinct information. So I want you all to remember that. All right? And remember to drink those water. I'm going to have mine as well. There's a sip for the throat to keep going, because, you know, we have people call all the time and I have to be talking. Sometimes I don't even know my own voice. That's why we had a little break from the 20th of December until the 29th, and then we reopen. And then, you know, we have to ensure that we balance our life. And I want to urge those folks on the roadway to take care as you drive along. Remember, you have your loved ones who await you at home. And the road have a lot of diesel and oils and stuff that, you know, fall on the roadway as people commute and people transport things, and a lot of things happen. And when the road becomes wet, it becomes slippery. When we were coming along the, good morning to Miss Glenda and Avenel, my dear loved ones who always ensure that we are here at Nature's Touch. We saw just in front of us a car just run off the road. Thank God the driver wasn't driving hard, so he was able to manage his steering wheel and get the vehicle from running off and damaging himself, his vehicle, or even killing himself. And you have to be mindful that the road is wet and slippery. And even when the road isn't wet, drive at the space that will, in case something happens to somebody in front of you, you can stop timely. So, because we want to arrive alive. Good morning to the folks of that slogan, Arrive Alive. It's very important to remind our loved ones, because remember, when you hurt, it's not just you alone. Your loved ones are hurt. Your colleagues are hurt. Your neighbors are hurt. Your friends and loved ones are hurt too. So it's not just a one-way street. There's a lot of street along the way of life. Take care of your health in all aspects. Drive carefully on the roadway. Remember to call the numbers 398-8282 or 241, which is the office number, 241-7568. And the folks who are coming by tomorrow, God's willing, we look forward for you. We prepare for you to ensure you get the best health care ever when you come on down to Nature's Touch. We are located at 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. We are not on the Eastern Main Road. We are, the word by way of means there's an access street, but you have to access the Eastern Main Road. We are very close to Jumbo Food Supermarket, and our street is obliquely opposite the Election and Boundaries Commission's office in Barataria. And we are 1 minute drive into the street. Call us for directions. If you need that direct the map, where we send out to those persons, you can find your way. The Google map, we send it to you, give you the directions. If you have Waze or the other one, you can find us easily. Call the numbers. Do not go wandering in the street as an elderly person walking around and can't find your way. I want you to be mindful that these days you have to be careful how you move around. Anywhere you are, you're a stranger and a place is strange to you. What you need to do is take care of yourself. Call those numbers, book that space, and ensure that you and your loved ones are on the way to good and excellent health. Counting down the minutes is 10:51 and counting. I'll be out of here maybe in less than 2.5 minutes time, and I am really happy to be here with you all. First program for the year 2026. We close off 2025. We leave all those challenges behind. Health challenges, that is. This is your time now to renew your strength, to rejuvenate. So those of you who are having all those issues, don't stand up on your feet again another year, putting pressure on your body parts, on your organs. Your blood needs to flow and circulate properly. But if you keep working and not taking time off to take care of your health, then you will be in for some rude awakening where your health are concerned. Remember to call me at the numbers 398-8282 or 241-7568 and be on your way to good and excellent health. To all my clients, wherever you all are, love to you. I want to say a pleasant good morning to my dearest client out there in the Bahamas, Mr. Harrison Brown. Good morning to you, Mr. Harrison Brown. And all the folks out there in the Bahamas, to all the folks in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, my niece and her mom, and the other relatives, good morning. Good morning to all the folks in Grenada, the Williams family and the Charles family. Good morning to everyone in St. Lucia, in Guyana, in the United States of America, yes, in Canada, Mr. Oscar Jones, good morning to you, son of the soil of Tobago. Good morning to the folks in the United Kingdom. Good morning to my dearest friend Zipporah out there in Philadelphia, to my niece Andrea, who will be celebrating her birthday, one of her daughters as well, this month. Good morning to you, Andrea, and your family. Good morning to your mom, Arlene, and to my sister Sherry, to everyone, my mom, my brothers, love to all of you, to my dearest friend Donna, Jennifer, everyone, love, all the supporting factors, everyone who has found a way, the guys on the street in 7th Avenue at the corner. Good morning to you all. Keep safe. Good to have all of you with us. We lose maybe one or two of you during the year, but the majority are there. Love to you all. Send out birthday greetings to Daco, who will be celebrating his birthday tomorrow at 7th Avenue there with all the folks there. God richest blessings to you. Keep you safe, and you enjoy the best of your health and continue to be a wonderful human being you are. As we are about to close this part of the program, just a few seconds again, I want to say thanks to the proprietors of the Street 919 FM, Mr. Iwer George and Mrs. George Sharifa, and to all the staff. Thank you all so much for having us once again. We have been around many years with you all, and I am thankful that you always accommodate us. I'm Empress Judy, your host. I'm out of here. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Nature's Touch Massage Therapy and Nutrition and Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan invites you to join us live on the Street 919 FM every second and fourth Friday morning from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp the numbers 398-8282 or our office numbers 241-7568 and 310-8671. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our responsibility.